Hey fly tires, welcome back. My name is Matt, and what you're looking at in the vise right now is just a Perdigon. Many ways you can tie this fly. Probably the best bang for your buck for as far as how long it takes to tie versus how effective it could be. I will explain the materials as I go and put the recipe in the description. So I'm tying this one on a size 16 barbless nymph hook with a 2.4 millimeter tungsten bead. Now I'm going to lay down just a few turns of 0.15 weighted wrap, probably about 4. Now this really is just to help you secure that bead and give it a little bit extra weight. Doesn't need that much extra weight. This thing will sink like a bullet. So when you got some wire wraps down right there, jam it up into the bead. Now I'm using black UTC 70 denier. So I'm going to lay down a little dam back here, put a few wraps over the top just to help secure it. Okay, tail on this thing can be really about anything. I like a little bit stiffer fibers first. I've even used some soft hackle occasionally, but I don't want it to be have too much action. So, and literally it's very sparse. So I will break off about 4 of these, and you'll tie the tail about a body length or whatever your preference is. I like it about a body length. So lay it in. Check your position. Okay, that looks fine. A little bit off to the side. We'll fix that right there. Okay. Now go ahead and secure this. Okay. Before I get too far, let's go ahead and trim these butt ends off. Okay, that will be fine right there. Now the body on this one, I am going to use Peacock Crystal Flash. 1 strand, just bring it in up under, like that, pull it back and secure it. Now light wraps going back here. We don't want to build up any bulk on this part of the fly. But we do want the taper up here. Okay, when you're comfortable with that, go ahead and do not a whip finish yet. We've still got to wrap this body. So, and why we use 2 strands of this Crystal Flash, just makes it a little bit quicker. So I will speed this up so you don't have to watch this in real time. It'll take about 30-45 seconds. Okay, that took me a little longer than normal because I was working with a pretty stubby piece right there. It kept wanting to slip out of my fingers. So there's a lesson. Use a little bit longer of a piece. Or use your hackle pliers, I suppose. Okay, so when you've got the taper to your liking and you've got that Crystal Flash brought in, I've got a couple of stray fibers right there. We're going to go ahead and put a 3-turn whip finish on it. Now if you got any thread sticking up like that, just go ahead and try to clean that up a little bit. We'll bury it with our Hotspot here in just a second. So I'm using red, and I went up a size just so it'll take fewer wraps and I can get some wider wraps on it. So go ahead and catch this in. We're going to take it probably about 4 thread widths. Now we can worry about building that smoother taper right here. So if you got that, and I'll leave a little bit because our whip finish is going to probably 3 or 4 turns will fill in the rest of that. So I like to put just a little bit of wax on it. Helps hold it after we get it in. So take your time here. Okay. There's 4 turns right there. I'm going to pull this tight and just kind of saw that off right there. Now I'm going to use some thick UV for the hard coating on this. You could use head cement and just let it dry, or thin UV, whatever you got, it's going to work. But it'll take a pretty good size drop on there. Now I will smooth that around with my bodkin here. And before I harden it, if you've got a vise that can spin quickly, just do that. It might help it even out. The end result's going to be a big teardrop looking fly here. And about 10-15 seconds with the UV light. And there you have it, the Perdigon. One of the easiest flies to tie, literally when you're not talking out loud and trying to mess with a camera, you can knock these out in about 2 minutes, and it is super effective fly. So anyway, I appreciate you watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.